So YouTube, it's your boy Isaiah, and yesterday I was able to close $17,000 from wholesale real estate. And in this video, I'm just going to do a deal breakdown, show you guys how I found the lead, what I did to lock it up, and how I was able to sell it so that I can make about $17,000 cash yesterday. Okay, if you want to work with me and be a student, just DM me on Instagram. So this is my CRM. This is what it looks like when a lead comes into my CRM. The CRM is called Close CRM, CLOSE CRM, Close CRM. So I got this lead 5 months ago. Okay, and this was from text blasting. So the texting platform that I use is called Roar. It's ROOR. If you want to look it up, I think it's roar.app, not roar.com. So ROOR.app. So yeah, it came in through texting. Got this lead 5 months ago. Okay. I got information on it. So this was actually 7 properties. Okay. So when this lead first came in, um, it was pretty in a pretty rural area. Um, and I didn't really know if I had any buyers there. So I kind of left it alone for a little bit just because I didn't think it was a deal. It's funny, right? Turned out to be a $35,000 deal, and I got $17,000 of it yesterday. But at first I really didn't know what to do, and but then the seller ended up calling me. I always followed up with the seller, and I had a strong relationship with the seller, and I talked to the seller a lot. But the properties I just didn't seem like a deal to me. Wouldn't seem like worth like blasting out or anything. So, but he stayed in contact with me because I was, always following up, and somebody offered to buy his properties, all 7 properties, for like a really, really low price. And I was like, Mr. Seller, come on, I could get you more than that. And he was like, well, do you really think so? And I was like, yeah, I know so. You're selling your houses for nothing. Like, I know I could get more than that. Matter of fact, I'll get you this much. He was like, okay. So, but it was a novation deal. So this was a novation deal. So when I got it locked up under contract, so let's see. So I made my first offer 5 months ago, and then I got it signed a month later. And then, yeah. And then I got signed a month later. So I was under contract with them for like, I mean, I was under contract for them for like 4 months. So when I first, so I had to write up 7 different contracts for 7 different properties. I think 4 of them were duplexes and 3 of them were houses. And, when I first made an offer on them, I was like, maybe I'll take just one, right? I just made an offer on 1 or 2. But when he said he was selling all of them for dirt cheap, I'm like, all right, well, just let me market out all of them. So I wrote up 7 different contracts for 7 different properties, and we worked out the numbers. We got it all worked out to where it equaled out a number. I got him to sign all 7 contracts, everything, a novation agreement and everything, and we listed it the next day. So the key to novations, I guess this is pretty much it. I could just tell you the story of how it went after that. So the key to novations is to my secret, or what I did was I just found a realtor. I just found a realtor who was cool as hell. And I find these people and you network with these people through just getting to know people and through working really. I found all of my friends now, all of my networks, like everybody in my network I've met from working. I met from either cold calling or networking about other deals or something like that. So I found this realtor by doing a deal with someone that he's a realtor for, right? One of my cash buyers. He's a realtor for him. I ended up meeting him. We're bros now. And he's really cool, and he'll list the properties for me, and we'll just work out a split in the wholesale fee. Um, that's my key, is to find a realtor who's like your age, who you're really cool with, and they know what wholesaling is, they know what novations are, and they're willing to work with you for a fee. So actually, when we posted this on the MLS, it actually got a lot of traction. Like the first week, it got a lot of traction, which was actually surprising, which is why you guys should never discriminate a property based on price. And I always have this golden rule of thumb. When in doubt, lock it up. Like you don't know if you don't know if it's a deal, lock it up. But if you know it's not a deal, like if you know for sure that it's not a deal, like you know for a fact it's not a deal, then don't lock it up. But if you don't know if it's a deal, like you're really uncertain, lock it up. Lock it up for whatever they're asking, or lock it up at a price that you know is reasonable, and blast it out because you'll never know. I made another $17,000 deal when I was living in Houston, and it was in a rural, super rural area. The population of the city was only like 900. It was in Timpson, Texas. It was like 900 population of the entire city, 900 people. And I sold that deal like very fast the next day for 17 bands. So when in doubt, lock it up. You know, when you post these things out there, you don't know what somebody's willing to pay for something, you know? So that's the biggest lesson that I learned with a lot of my deals is that I don't discriminate based on location. Sometimes I do, but like most of the time, nine times out of 10, I don't discriminate. Like if it's a bad area, I'll stay away. But if it's just a rural area, like barely that, not that many people live there, I'll still lock it up and I'll still blast it out because that's how I made this, and that's how I made a lot of other wholesale deals. Um, let's see what else. It was a novation. I listed it on the MLS, found the buyers pretty quickly. So why did it take me 4 months to close? Well, like I said, that was a $35,000 wholesale deal in total, but I closed like half of it. So there was like 4 or 5 buyers in total. So like 2 buyers closed earlier, like last month, and then the other 2 closed this month. You know, we had to go through, filter out the serious buyers. Um, you know, we had to do an inspection form and all this other stuff. So when it's on MLS, when you go on market and do a novation, the turnover time or the time it takes to close usually is longer than a traditional wholesale deal, because it's on market and because it has to go through all these extra steps. Um, so that's another reason why it took extra long. Besides the fact that, you know, there's about 5 buyers and they all had to have their own inspection time and everything. But yeah, I got it from SMS text blasting. Like I said, I use Roar. I use Close CRM, CLOSE to keep all my leads in there. Now I'm doing cold calling. I have 2 cold callers now. Um, yeah, I have a lead manager, and then I'm working a lot on JV leads. So if you have a deal that you want to JV with me and you want to work with me on, just send me the details to my email. My email is going to be in the description below, or you could DM me on Instagram. My Instagram details are going to be in the description below. If you want to work with me one-on-one and become a student, so you could get $17,000, just DM me on Instagram. Um, or you could there's probably going to be a link down here to where you could book a call with me one-on-one, and I could see if you're a good fit. Uh, yeah, if you want my free wholesaling contracts, if you want my free wholesaling script that I use to get this deal locked up, the same script and the same contract that I use to close this deal, I'll give that to you for free. Just DM me on Instagram or email me, and I'll email that to you for free. That's it, y'all. Make sure to hit the like button, comment, subscribe. I'm dropping weekly YouTube videos about wholesale real estate, self-improvement, and just life in general. All right. Y'all stay motivated. Y'all know what to do.